Welcome back everyone in today's video, and let's look at some of the most controversial points in history, and especially looking at the world maps. Now in front of us we have a modern world map from Google Maps, and then we have the map from 5070. This map is lodged right now in the Vatican Library. Obviously, as you can imagine, the Vatican Library holds a ton of secrets. Now, these two maps are very interesting because, as you can see from a get-go, the map, which is from 1570, does not have the Drake Passage at all. The land is connected with the Antarctica. You can definitely see that the catastrophe which happened in the 16th century, there's no record of that huge celestial body or something that literally hit the landmass and created a dispersion, a separation of landmass, and then water came in and flooded the area or recovered. That is just insane, guys. So something happened in the 16th century which is not in the books of history. Why is that? Why are they hiding such a big event which potentially shaped the geography and the ecosystem of entire countries, or let alone maybe even a continent? Guys, this is something very crazy. And again, something very awkward and something very suspicious. You see, back on the October the 9th, 1780, the most powerful hurricane in history ever happened. The Great Hurricane broke out. The hurricane was named San Callisto II. It killed all life for a week before subsiding. According to various estimates, about 27,000 people living on the blooming islands of Haiti, Grenada, Martinique, and dozens of other places were completely wiped out, killed, gone. The survivors of the nightmare recalled two very interesting things. The first one, because of wind, they could not hear their own voices and the voices of those around them. The wind and rain stripped the bark of the trees. This was recorded en masse in various places. Now, such an effect is possible only if the wind reaches a speed between 320 to 350 kilometers per hour. That is the only way you can literally remove the bark off a tree with that wind. San Callisto II blew with the speed of a Formula 1 race car for literally a week at least, which is just insane. It is known that the coastal villages of different islands were literally flooded with a wave of over 7 meters high. That is just, guys, insanity. Now, of course, you may think this was just a natural event, but what if not? What if the events from the 16th century and the 17th century and 18th century are linked together? What if there was actually a big reset happening across all the continents for like a couple hundred years, and this massive reset completely restructured the shape of the world? Because you see here that these things do not make any sense. This is just very, very confusing, guys. This is super awkward, and again, this just shows that something here is just off. Something here does not make any sense. But let alone, you know, guys, this is always has happened in the past. History has always been very confusing. And finally, we are going to the last picture of this short video. And this is a modern photo of the ancient stone quarries. Allow us to see that small polished details and cuts in semi-circular saw marks are available on these ancient stones. Now, guys, I mean, honestly, this is just physically impossible with the technology people had like thousands of years ago. It's just not possible. And especially people who had a hammer and a chisel. You just cannot make this happen. So I want you guys to take from this video just two very basic things. The first one is that effectively the technology from like thousands of years ago is complete lie, because we're seeing evidence that effectively there are evidences of cuts in stone, like this one for example, which are way more advanced than they were supposed to be. And then maps which are completely different to our current maps, just in literally 400-year span, 400 to 500 years, okay? And this is completely unexplainable because there's no evidence of anything happening. And guess what, guys? This map is in the Palazzo Farnese, this ancient map which shows the connection between South America and Antarctica. It's in the Palazzo Farnese in Rome, which was built about around 1530. One of the decorations in the painted halls, besides the magnificent frescoes, details this huge world map. connection without the Drake passage. Guys, absolutely insane. What happened to the planet and what reset happened which affected continents, just absolutely mind-blowing. But guys, that's it for today's video. As always, I shall see you later in the next upload. Bye.